so don't mind me, I look super sweaty because I just came back from spin. For this video today, I will be cooking my dinner while I tell you about a pretty major life update. So I got engaged in December and I'll be sharing about my engagement story. For dinner, recently I've been it's not really very recent, but like I've been trying to eat more healthy, so I'm gonna cook like a low carb, high protein dinner. I think it's high protein, although I don't really count like the macros or whatever you call it, so I don't know if it's really high protein, but it kind of seems high protein, so I'll just say it's high protein. It's gonna be a very simple dinner. I'm gonna be making like bean curd noodles. Yeah, like bean curd noodles with minced pork and chili. Instead of using actual noodles, I'm gonna be using soybean kind of like skin, and then I cut it so it looks kind of like noodles. But yeah, I'm gonna be making that. It's super simple. It's just this soybean skin, minced pork. I'm also going to throw in some mushrooms because I bought a lot of mushrooms to make something else and I don't want it to go bad, so I'm going to be throwing in some mushrooms as well. First, I'm going to slice the soybean skin. Okay, so where do I begin my proposal story? Did I expect it? Kind of. Okay, so rewind from the very start. I'm still not used to calling him my fiance, so I'm just going to call him my boyfriend. So I met my boyfriend like 10 years ago. We've been dating for 10 years. And I guess like I never really dropped hints because I also like wasn't super ready to get married yet. But I think it's about time I got married because I'm like gonna be 33 soon and like all my friends were getting married. Actually, not really. None of my friends are getting married. Surprisingly, I have very few friends who are married, so I think that's also kind of the reason why I didn't feel the rush or like the need to get married. Anyway, I've been dating my boyfriend for like 10 years or close to 10 years. We've been living together for I think 5 years now. We've been living together for pretty long. That's another reason why I didn't feel the need to get married, because I feel like a lot of people get married and then get a house. In Singapore especially, like that's the progression of things. But for us, we kind of already got a house, so we didn't feel the need to get married. But anyway, yeah, so we've been dating for 10 years. The story is, I think like late last year, we were just like talking about like, hey, you know, like maybe it's time we get engaged. So we talked about it. It wasn't like a huge surprise. Like we both kind of brought up the idea that, oh, maybe we should get engaged soon because it's kind of time. Because everybody's been asking us like, hey, when are you going to get engaged? And even his friends and also my friends who have gotten together with their partners later than us, they've already all gotten engaged and married. So everybody kept asking us like,
when are you getting engaged? When are you getting engaged?
Okay, the soybean kind of looks like this. And then I'll just be like slicing this. Yeah. So anyway, everybody has been asking us, including like our parents as well, that they keep saying like, hey, you know, you should get married soon, blah blah blah. We brought up the idea of like, yeah, maybe we should get engaged soon last year. And then we went to look for rings together because I wanted to design my own ring. I really didn't want a situation where like he designed the ring and then he proposes to me with it and it's not nice or it's not something I like, because I hate pretending to like something that I don't. Oh my god, like at Christmases, like Secret Santas, if I get a gift that I don't like, I find it really, really hard to pretend I like the gift. So same thing with the ring. I was like, let's go look at rings together, because if I don't like the ring you pick, like I'm gonna be very honest, I'd be like, ew, I don't like this ring. So yeah, we went to look at rings together. We actually custom made the ring. I designed the ring. So now whenever I show people the ring and they're like,
oh my god, it's so nice.
I'm like, yeah, thanks, I designed it. So I picked out the ring. We went to the place together to design the ring. So the ring wasn't a surprise, but how he proposed to me was a surprise. We were on a snowboarding trip last year. The snowboarding trip was with a bunch of his friends in Japan. When we were on the snowboarding trip, I didn't really think he'll propose to me there because I specifically told him that I did not want an overseas proposal. And I also didn't want something public. So since we were sharing a house during the snowboarding trip with his friends, I was thinking like, okay, I don't think he will propose to me here because we were overseas and like it was gonna be public. So I was like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna propose to me here. But there were actually a few signs where I should have known that something was up. The snowboarding trip was like 5 or 6 days in total, and he proposed to me on the second last day, I think. So like the first few days, I didn't really think anything was up, but it was really funny because during one of the days when his friends were gathered in the dining room, I was like outside of the house looking at snow or whatever. I forgot what I was doing outside, but basically I was outside by myself. And then when I came back into the house, I saw this like parcel at the door. So I looked down and I saw his name on the parcel. So I was like, huh? Like, why is there something delivered to him at this house where we're just here for like a few days, right? Like, why would he order something to this house. So I grabbed the parcel and then like everyone was sitting at the dining table. So I grabbed the parcel and then I went in. I was like,
Oh my god, how do they know you're here? There's something for you. Someone delivered something for you. How do they know you're here?
on hindsight, everyone told me they panicked when they heard what I said. One of his friends, like he's in sales, I think he's very like quick on his feet. So he immediately grabbed the parcel and he was like, oh yeah, it's like snow boots. No, it's like something to put on your shoes to prevent you from slipping in the snow. I asked him to buy it for me and I was like, oh okay. Like I kind of just like took it as that. Anyway, he proposed to me at one of the ski resorts and it was very, very public. So it was like, you know how ski resorts have like a middle cafe area? The night before, one of his friend's girlfriends, she was like,
The resort we're going to tomorrow is going to be very, very nice. We should take lots of pictures there, and I think we will take a lot of pictures there because the resort is really nice. Like there's a very nice view. So remember to put a lot of makeup on.
and then cause I'm thinking like, oh, but we're snowboarding, like we're gonna be wearing our helmets anyway, like doesn't matter, nobody's gonna look at us. But then she insisted, she was like, no, trust me, like everybody's gonna put a lot of makeup and look good, so like you don't wanna look bad in the pictures. So I was thinking like, oh okay, I just thought like maybe she was just a vain person. So like she was just like encouraging us to, because she is like a very put together, like well-dressed person. So I thought, okay, maybe like she just, you know, wants us to look nice. And I didn't think that much of it. So the next day in the morning, I came down and I didn't wear that much makeup. And then she immediately called me out. She was like, hey, I told you to wear more makeup. Like, why are you not wearing more makeup? Go back up, put more makeup on. I was like, okay. So I went back up and put a bit more makeup on because she asked me to. But I still didn't really suspect anything. I just thought like, yeah, we are gonna take a lot of pictures. We're trying to get tickets to the gondola to get up to like the main resort, like cafe area. And then during the ticketing, I noticed that my boyfriend was acting very suspicious. Like he was very distant. I was a bit annoyed with him because I was like, oh my god, what's everyone doing? Like why is everyone so inefficient? Because usually like you just like get your tickets and go. But then everyone was just like dilly-dallying, taking their own time. Like I have no idea what the hell they were doing. So I was getting really annoyed. I was like, what is everyone doing? Like can't we just go and snowboard? Like what's everyone like taking their time about? And I was like, okay, whatever. We got tickets to the gondola and then we went up. When we were upstairs, okay wait, I need to wash the beancurd noodles. Yeah, and then we finally got tickets to the gondola, so we went up. I thought like we'll just take the gondola up, and then usually we split, so like whoever's like more like better at snowboarding or skiing will go to the more difficult slopes, the more advanced slopes, and then the beginners will kind of go to like the easier slopes. So I thought that was what we were gonna do, but then we all gathered at the cafe, and then the girls were like,
Oh, we should sit here because the guys are trying to find a place that we can take our group photo before we go snowboard.
and then I was like, wait, why are the guys so into taking photos? Like, I didn't know the guys were so into taking photos. Like, that's a bit odd, but I didn't think that much about it. I just thought like, okay, like go find the photos. Or I thought like maybe they were smoking or something, I don't know. So then we waited at the cafe area for like half an hour. And then finally they were like, okay, we found a good place to take photos. So like, okay, whatever. So we went to the place, the good spot to take photos. And okay, to be fair, yeah, it was a really nice place to take photos. But it was like really public. It was in front of the cafe where everyone was gathered. And everyone is there taking photos as well because the view is actually really, really nice. So anyway, they were like, okay, let's take a group photo. So we took a group photo first. After the group photo, suddenly I kind of suspected the moment we took the group photo because one of the guys was like,
Konami and the boyfriend has to be in the middle.
so I was like, okay, that's weird. Like, why do we have to be in the middle, right? Yeah, but then he said that, so I was like, okay, that's a bit strange. We were pushed into the middle. We took a group photo, and then slowly, like, everybody left except... No, they were like, okay, couple shot next. So then during the couple shot, it was me and my boyfriend. And then he got down on one knee, and then I was like, oh my god. Because I kind of knew it was happening when we were taking the photos already. So the moment he got down on one knee, I was like, oh my god. I was like super shy and like embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, okay, yes, get up. So I didn't even get to hear his speech, which is like kind of annoying because after the proposal, I said like, hey, by the way, I didn't get to hear your speech. Can you tell me later? But he was like, no, too bad. So I lost. So he didn't give me a speech. Like I didn't have a speech at all. Yeah. So basically, whenever someone asks me like, how did your proposal go? I'm like, oh, like the moment he got down on one knee, I was super embarrassed. So I was like, yes, okay, get up. Yes, that is the proposal story. While taking this video, I realized that I can't multitask because the whole time I'm talking, I'm trying to like unravel the noodles, but it's taking way longer than if I were just doing one task. Oh, I should show you my ring. Yes, let me bring my ring. So this is the ring. It's an oval cut. Oh, and one more reason why I didn't suspect that he was gonna propose to me then is also because we went to make the ring together, right? So the ring, what do you call them? What do you call the person? The person who makes the ring? The jeweler? He was like, oh, the ring is only gonna be ready next year, is that fine? So we were like, yeah, okay, that's fine. So I thought the ring wasn't ready, so I also didn't really suspect. But then again, on hindsight, I was actually kind of stupid because he left for Japan before I did. Oh no, he was overseas, I think. Yeah, he was overseas when I came back to Singapore before I went to Japan. What happened was he left the receipt of the ring on my table, but I didn't think about it. I thought that was just the receipt for when he paid the deposit to get the ring done. So I didn't think that that was like the final receipt. When I saw the receipt on my table, I was just like really annoyed that he left something on my table. I was like,
Why is he leaving his things on my table?
did I just put it on his table? I guess I was a little bit clueless. I think that's pretty much my proposal story. I don't really know what else to share. And it's also pretty funny that I'm sharing this story on YouTube because like I haven't even posted it on my Instagram story. I've posted it on my close friends list, but I haven't posted it like to the public. I also haven't told my colleagues. I mean, it's not like a secret to my colleagues. I've told like 1 or 2 people when they ask like how was your December, I've told them. So it's not like a secret, but I just don't feel like it's a big deal to like tell people. I think because we've been living together for so long already, so it doesn't really feel like a big deal. It's just like status quo, you know, like nothing much has changed. So yes, I'm engaged. And I still find it weird to say like, oh, my fiance. Like, that's such a weird word. We are currently planning our wedding. We're planning to have 2 weddings, one in Japan, like a smaller one, and one in Singapore. We haven't really planned the Singapore one yet, but we've already secured a venue for our Japanese wedding, so I'm pretty excited about that. Maybe I'll make a video about like my Japanese wedding as well, if I'm not too stressed out about it. But to be honest, I feel like I'm pretty chill about this whole like wedding thing. Oh, right! After we came back from getting engaged, when I walked into the house, because we rented a house, right, with like everyone, it was filled with like, you know, the very typical like rose petals on the floor and like balloons and like a bouquet of roses kind of thing. Like he asked the hotel staff, he asked them to prepare that for when we arrived, so that was waiting for me when we went back with like champagne as well. So it was like super cheesy. Overall, I feel like the proposal, on hindsight, the proposal is pretty cute because like I guess he did it on his own terms. He asked me if I was surprised and expecting the proposal, and my answer was yes, I was surprised because I explicitly told him I did not want something overseas and I did not want something that's so public. But then he was like,
Yeah, but that's the thing, that's why it's a surprise, because I did the things that you didn't want.
which I'm just like, okay, that kind of makes sense, but like... And on hindsight, I also realized that like the proposal was done in a very him style, which is good for him. Like he did it his way, which is nice. Because to be honest, I think it was a bit hard as well. I never really verbalized how I want to get proposed to. Or actually, I didn't really have something in mind about how I want to be proposed to. Yeah, on hindsight, I guess he did it fine. I remember telling him, oh yeah, your engagement is not the best, but it's like a B+. Yeah, and B+ is pretty good, dude. In uni, all I got were B+, and I thought my grades were good. So like, you know, B+ is good enough. That's my engagement story. As for my dinner, I'm still only peeling the freaking beancurd skin. This is taking so long. Maybe I will fast forward this whole part. I'll do a little fast forward moment so that you can see the finished product if anyone's even interested in seeing what I'm gonna have for dinner. I'm gonna go rinse this. Okay, my dinner is complete. It's so good. You can adjust the seasoning to however you want it. I don't take spicy food, so I put very little chili. Okay, well that's it. I'll end my video here. Thanks for watching if you've watched until this point. I'll see you guys in the next video.